Hello, everybody! I'm sorry we did not have a Sunday Funday for y'all last week. We were going to try and put out something, at least, sort of like we did the week before. Because, again, very little really came out that we wanted to see. It was Life of the Party, or Breaking In, which that also had terrible reviews. Or the one movie we were trying to see if it was anywhere playing near us that we both thought, hey, at least it looks interesting, at least in terms of visual style. Terminal with Margot Robbie, freaking Mike Myers out of nowhere. And it wasn't playing anywhere near here, so we didn't do anything. We might try and do another DCEU rewriting, because I know I said I'd try and do one every other week if we can help it. Might be one. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But instead, we're going to talk about, of course, the big movie this weekend, Deadpool 2. Yeah, those who did not hear us talk about our favorite movies of 2016, both of us had Deadpool on our list. It was fantastically funny. It broke the fourth wall. Its jokes always seem to... Some would say it's rapid fire jokes, but I would still say at least there was an attempt at a story. Yeah. Second one, very much I would say the same. Though I will say this one pushed more of the breaking the fourth wall more consistently than the last one did. Last one, it had the fourth wall being broken every now and then. There were a few little jabs. Here, it's constantly just being, it's like, hey, you know that fourth wall? Pook.
It's gone. It's completely gone. We tore it down.
Yeah, they tore it down like it's a Berlin Wall, bitches. But I think that does work for this movie even better, because I think it feels... That's the best way to say it. I think there are points where I could say there are some much funnier jokes because of that.
Yeah.
Though I still love the first one. Though that is a debate I've been wondering now after watching this to a bunch of my coworkers. They were all saying this was better than the first one. I don't know. Not saying this Deadpool 2 is bad. No. Still fucking guffawed like crazy. I still really enjoyed the movie. I'm not sure it's better, though. I find it hard to say that it's a better film.
Yeah, that's the thing on the way back over here. It's like, did I like it better than the first one? Or did I like the first one better? And it's like, it's kind of like choosing a favorite kid. Like, I love them both in their own ways.
Yeah, it's not quite the, like, hey, what's your favorite Iron Man movie? Anyone but 3, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, Iron Man 3. You're that kid who fucked up and got on meth for a while. And Iron Man 2, I know people kind of show. I'm like, I actually like Iron Man 2. But here, if I could talk about anything, we're going to try and stay out of spoilers, because we'll just still say, we did both love this movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were both kind of saying, yeah, that looks pretty good, damn good. That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. My biggest issue, I think I would say, and it's the same thing that I had issues with the first one, though in reverse. This movie's heart felt a little...
Forced?
Yeah, at times. The first one, it's hard. It felt very genuine at times. Throughout the entire film, the whole relationship between Wade and Vanessa. Here, of course, if you've seen the previews, to get into a little bit of spoilers, more of it's dealing with Wade and helping his kid called Randall.
Russell.
Oh, yeah, Russell. Oh, I think called him Randall. I don't think he joked around and called him Randall. He kept messing up everybody's name on purpose.
Well, his name's Peter.
Yeah. Poor Peter. Peter got called everything but his right damn name. I don't think he ever called him the right name.
He's like, I didn't ask you, Peter. That wasn't me.
I didn't say anything. But I think that it's, like I said, it's a little bit more forced feeling in this film. Mind you, it's still really good. Just I think the story is better and worse, which is weird to describe it that way.
Yeah.
Like the first one, it's a basic revenge plot in all essence, though it's interwoven with a pretty good romance, which you wouldn't think to say in a comic book hero movie, especially a hard R meant to be goofy psycho.
Yeah.
Here, I think, because it lacks that best way to say it, heart, that part falters, though I think the story is a lot better because it's about saving Russell.
Yeah.
And that whole bit is actually, oh, that's actually better than I think the whole issue that Wade had with Ajax. Because Ajax never posed a threat to Wade after he had his healing powers. Nothing Ajax could have done would have did anything extra to Wade Wilson except for slightly inconvenience him.
Yeah, like the Superman foil thing.
Yeah,
It's a minor inconvenience.
yeah, it's like Wade just be like, oh, you broke my arm? Oh, oh, okay, well, done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's part of the issue with finding a good villain for Deadpool, and it's the reason why so many writers who write Deadpool comics have some issues with it, because you have to acknowledge that your character's immortal. I know people argue, you know, he is in all essence, and it's movies are pretty much ripping straight from how the comic books have Deadpool as this larger than life and impossible to kill person. So you can't really have a villain for him. I will say, in terms of acting, before we can touch upon that to try not to spoil much of this movie, really damn good acting all around. Josh Brolin's always awesome in everything he's done. Ryan Reynolds is...
Yeah, I don't know how when he referred to him as Thanos, how Josh Brolin would catch a straight face during that scene.
And just... Josh Brolin is just fucking dead. I love his Cable because it's exactly how I figured Cable would put up with Wade's bullshit.
It's like,
Yeah, like at best he kind of just rolls his eyes.
like whatever.
Yeah, or when he breaks the fourth wall, I just kind of looks at him like, what the hell are you talking about, man? He's so stone-faced and so straight. But, yeah, Josh Brolin, he's just the best thing there is in here. Ryan Reynolds is always a blast to watch. He's crude as shit in the best ways.
Yeah, one song we were listening to it during the end credits, I would not be surprised if he co-wrote it.
Yeah, it's just talking about X-Force and how awesome.
X-Force, sexy motherfuckers!
It's like, oh my god. It's like a weird, like, nu metal and hair metal baby that you never thought you'd want to see. It's just this abomination of a song that is just kind of awesome.
It's like, you know, like superheroes, like, we're awesome, like, our superhero team is awesome kind of song, and it's just kind of riffing on that. It's like...
And it makes fun of him the whole damn time.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Let's see. What else would I say about the acting? There's one character I don't like him. Fucking Russell. I'm sorry, the kid, he understands what he's in, and he is giving as much effort as what he thinks he's in. It's like, oh, I'm not in an Academy Award winning thing, I'm going to be over the top. Russell, there's sometimes it works, like it's fine that his character's over the top. There's more nuanced scenes and more comedic stuff that the kid he needs to work on his delivery, his tempo, and everything. It's like, comedy's not just something you just do. I mean, we have to work on our own comedy at times. I have to work on my stupid ass jokes. You can't just say a joke. You have to deliver it with certain gusto. You have to deliver with certain deadpan at times, or sometimes just deliver with such exuberance. This kid really needs to go to a comedy class or two, and he'll probably be a little bit better. He's not the worst thing ever. He's just really... He is the thing that I think kind of holds the movie back. And it's bad because the movie revolves around him. Yeah, Russell is he's our Deus Ex Machina in a way. He is what's moving the plot forward.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, and again, it's not that he's worse. He's not fucking Charles Wallace. He's just...
You had to bring him up.
Yeah, I had to bring up fucking Charles Wallace. We finally remember that damn kid's name.
Their name was Charles something or other. I don't know because his name.
Yeah, fucking Russell. There's a few moments where I'm like, okay, I kind of believe this kid.
There's times I think you even kind of sympathize with him.
Yeah, then there's a lot of times where you're like, shut up, Russell. You're not quite, damn it, Barry, as you are, with the Flash, but I know the memes. You kids and your stupid Flash shows.
Okay, Grandpa.
Hey, kids and your Flash. We had Flash. He wore a rubber suit. It looked terrible, and we loved it. I got broke her again.
I love you. You are so retarded.
That's what you keep me around for. Oh, yeah, like, if I'm going to talk about the worst, or the thing that kind of helped the move back against just Russell, every now and then I do think some of the jokes are a little weaker. There were some better jokes than the first one, but then there were some weaker jokes, too. Like, there's one bit at the end, I was like, alright, come on. This is getting old, I know where this is going. Let's stop with this. I think you even know what I'm talking about. It's like, that one scene, it's like, alright, come on.
Yeah, it was like, kind of like, yeah, they really drew it out.
Yeah,
assuming it's what I think it is. Like, yeah, I kind of drew it out. I was like, okay. It's like, I get y'all trying to play this for comedy. But it's like, we know this is not.
We know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but they try not to spoil it. Just.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, come on, guys, come on.
Yeah, it's like, let's just get this over with and like be done with it.
Yeah, because after a bit, it's just all playing for laughs. I'm like, okay, come on, I don't give a shit now. Oh, but I really haven't let you say much. So, what about you? What did you really like, and what did you kind of were a little less liking of?
Well, I'm still kind of processing, still trying to figure out. I was like, did I like this better than the first one, or was it worse than the first one, but still pretty good? I'm still trying to figure that out. I was like, I did enjoy it. I mean, it seemed a bit more mature than the first one, which I think was both a detriment and
yeah,
it helped it. It added to it.
Yeah, I actually get what you mean. Like, some of the jokes were a little bit more. They were less juvenile, is a nice way to put it. They were a lot more. So you had Deadpool calling people stupid names all the time, but it never felt as.
And did we really have to include the C word in here? I was like, I know we're cussing left and right, but it's like, really? You like gotta call people a C word?
Yeah. Could be worse names to call people.
This is true.
I still wish they could have referenced Blade Trinity and just had Ryan Reynolds say his line from there. That was just the best, like, ever thing to call somebody when you're just absolutely angry. Those who have never seen it, go see Ryan Reynolds in Blade Trinity torture scene or whatever. You can look it up on YouTube. It's just awesome. So,
yeah.
One more.
Yeah, like I said, it's like worked better than the movie, but also kind of worked to its detriment. Or like, I think there were parts where kind of like it got a little too serious, like kind of slowed down a little bit. Like it's like that wasn't laughing quite as much.
Yeah, I would totally understand there. I think the reason why was because we need to give more stuff for cable to do. Because you can't just, have, this uber bad guy and then it's like, hey, yeah, he's going to be cracking jokes, especially because that's just not Cable's character.
Yeah.
Though still, I think it worked.
Yeah. The other couple, like, how am I trying about this? Like, one kind of like flash forward to the future scene, and one scene with like where Cable introduced. Yeah, I don't know what she was like. It's like I totally figured out like right away. It's like what was going on.
Yeah,
I kind of saw it coming a mile away.
Yeah, and those who are wondering, in the comic books, does it still follow this similar idea? Well, first off, he's going after Russell. I keep wanting to call him Randall in my head. I don't know why. Randall Riggs. I don't know what Randall Riggs is.
There's a Randall Boggs in Monsters Inc. But
well, I was just gonna say, those who are wondering, is he trying to stop the mutant apocalypse by going back and trying to kill whoever it is that did it? No. The story, it's trying to be a little bit more personal, which I get because they don't want to do the superheroes save, the future. they saw that sort of in Days of Future Past, which, hooey, not getting started on that movie. I know people love it. Sorry, it's a boring, boring slog. It is Superman Returns in all essence to me. It's 2.5
Superman
hours.
Returns.
Superman Returns is dull. It's just so boring. And X-Men Days of Future Past is the same way to me. I just watched it, I was like, it's the thing I'm watching. Bad. I was actually looking forward to that movie too.
You just like you fell asleep in Superman Returns and woke up, didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I fell asleep for like 20 minutes and then woke up and I was like, oh, I didn't miss shit. I thought I was asleep for like 5 seconds. Like, oh, I've been asleep for like 20 minutes. Oh, but yeah, to speak about like Cable, talk about the backstory, that's to say, it's like, oh, well, does he follow the comic books? Yeah, he doesn't. And I said that's a bad thing. I think that if they had that, it would have felt a little bit more impactful. It's personal to the point to where it kind of loses its punch.
I would say, like you said, they tried to make it personal, but it just, I didn't really feel it.
Yeah. It doesn't help that they make Josh Brolin's Cable much like he is. He's a very soldier person. You know, because of that, it's hard to imagine him have been in that situation to begin with. Though there is a reference to the original to the Cable comics that came out in like 2007, 2008 or so that were actually really good. I will not spoil for you, just say there's a reference to them that's actually, oh, they do read the comics.
Yeah.
I'll explain to you when the camera's off. Sorry, y'all eventually gotta turn off. Unless you're gonna see us having sex or something. I turned her red. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just in the meantime, I had to steal her.
Just get on with it.
What's there more you want to say about Deadpool 2 besides me making random references to us boning?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, what would you give this as a final score, actually?
Somebody's phone's opinions and I started buzzing.
Probably mine.
Yeah. That's nothing kind of been debating. It's like, is it a good solid 9? Or is it, great, awesome, solid 10? The more we're talking about, more we're finding flaws with it, yeah, I have to give it a 9. It's, like, freaking awesome. It has flaws, but it's freaking awesome still. So.
Yeah. I would wholeheartedly agree with you. This is a 9 movie. It's not the best thing ever, but I don't think...
We still recommend y'all go see it.
Yeah, go see it. It's still a hell of a fun time.
Yeah, it's got little flaws. Like, there are very few movies that are actually, like, just absolutely 10 of 10 perfect.
And even then, I think a 10 is never going to be 100% of a perfect movie, because I don't want a perfect movie. But it would be a movie that I could judge others against in a way. Kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, is it as good? It's like, no, but it's really comparable to it. Something like that. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Yeah, to me, 10 isn't absolutely perfect. 10 is just on that precipice. Like, at best, I could say there's like a flaw, but I can completely ignore it. Here, I think the flaws of Deadpool 2 just hold it back just enough that it's like, okay, this isn't like... You're not going to 100% jive with this movie, I think, is the biggest issue. 97% jive with it, though. I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, go see it. It's fun. Don't expect it to be as good as the first one or better. Just go into it expecting to have a good, fun time. Bring some beers. Bring a little pot or some acid. Go enjoy the hell out of yourself is what I say. What else can you do in this life? You can go see Solo next week unless you want to do that. Is there anything else you feel like saying about anything?
Go see it.
Yeah, so I guess until then we'll see y'all next week with Solo, and maybe we'll have another video out here in a little bit. So until then, everybody, I'll say bye-bye.